Ever had someone reject you only to reappear later? It's a strange feeling, isn't it? One moment they're out of your life and the next, they're back as if nothing happened. You're left with a whirlwind of emotions and a lot of questions. It's like they went off the grid, then suddenly, bam, they're back. It's confusing, right? You start to wonder what changed. Did they miss you? Did something happen in their life that made them think of you? Or is it just a coincidence? You're left wondering, what's the deal? Why are they back now? It's a question that can keep you up at night, replaying old memories and trying to piece together the puzzle. Sometimes it feels like you're searching for answers in a maze with no clear exit. It's a common experience, believe it or not. Many people have gone through this exact scenario. You're not alone in feeling this way. Friends, family, even strangers have stories about people who left and then returned, each with their own unique twist. People come back into our lives after rejecting us for all sorts of reasons. Sometimes it's about them, sometimes it's about us. Maybe they needed time to grow, or perhaps they realized they made a mistake. It could be that they're seeking closure or trying to rekindle something they once cherished. And sometimes it's just life throwing a curveball. Unexpected events can change perspectives and priorities. A sudden change in their life might have reminded them of what they had with you. Or maybe they're facing challenges and need the comfort of familiar faces. Whatever the reason, it's important to understand why this happens. Understanding the motivations behind their return can help you navigate your feelings and decide how to respond. It's not just about them, it's also about your own growth and boundaries. It helps us make sense of things and figure out how to deal with the situation. Reflecting on these moments can provide clarity and help you make informed decisions about whether to welcome them back or keep your distance. So let's dive in and explore some of the common reasons why people come back after rejecting us. We'll look at the psychology behind their actions, the emotional triggers, and the possible outcomes of letting them back into your life. Get ready to unlock the mystery. By understanding these dynamics, you'll be better equipped to handle these situations with grace and confidence. Let's embark on this journey together and uncover the reasons behind their return. Imagine this. You're doing your thing, feeling good, maybe even moved on. You've found your groove and life is finally looking up. You're embracing new opportunities, exploring hobbies, and connecting with people who appreciate you. Suddenly, the person who rejected you sees you thriving. They stumble upon your social media and there you are, glowing and growing. They see your social media posts, hear about your successes, and bam, the fear of missing out, FOMO, hits them hard. Every like, every comment, every celebration you share is a reminder of what they let go. They rejected you before experiencing what life was like without you. They thought they could do better, or maybe they just didn't see your worth at the time. Now they see you happy and thriving and they realize they might have made a mistake. Your joy, your success, it's all a stark contrast to their current reality. The green-eyed monster rears its ugly head. Jealousy creeps in and they start to wonder if they made the wrong choice. Maybe you started dating someone new or you landed that amazing job. Your life is moving forward and it's moving forward without them. Whatever it is, your happiness and success become a magnet, pulling them back in. They can't help but be drawn to the light you're radiating. It's not always about love. Sometimes it's about them realizing they lost something good. They see the life you're building, the joy you're experiencing, and they can't help but feel a pang of regret. They might even reach out, trying to reconnect, hoping to be a part of your world again. But you've moved on, and you're stronger now. You've built a life that doesn't need their validation. The green-eyed monster may have returned, but it's too late. You're thriving, and that's all that matters. We've all heard the saying, the grass is always greener on the other side. Sometimes people reject what they have because they think something better awaits them. They chase after that elusive greener grass, only to find out it was an illusion. They might have jumped into a new relationship that fizzled out, or that dream job turned out to be a nightmare. Reality bites, and suddenly, what they once had with you seems pretty great in comparison. So they come back, hoping for a second chance. They realize that what they had with you was special, and they regret letting it go. Let's be honest, sometimes rejection lights a fire under us. We work on ourselves, build our confidence, and become the best versions of ourselves. And guess what? People notice. Maybe you've lost weight, changed your style, or simply embraced your true self. Suddenly, the person who rejected you sees you in a whole new light. Your newfound confidence is attractive, and they're drawn to it. It's not always about genuine feelings. Sometimes it's about their ego. They want to be the one to have you now that you're upgraded. It's a bitter pill to swallow, but it happens. Section 5. The power of time, healing old wounds and perspectives. Time heals all wounds, or so they say. And sometimes that's true. The passage of time can be a powerful force, allowing us to process our emotions and gain new insights. It can transform our pain into wisdom and our sorrow into strength. The passage of time can soften the blow of rejection and allow us to see things more clearly. When we look back, we often realize that what seemed like an insurmountable obstacle was actually a stepping stone to personal growth. Time gives us the distance we need to gain perspective. The person who rejected you may have needed that time to work through their own issues or gain a fresh perspective. They might have been dealing with their own struggles, which clouded their judgment and affected their decisions. Time allows them to reflect and understand their own actions better. Maybe they were going through a tough time or weren't ready for a relationship. Life is full of challenges, and sometimes people need to focus on themselves before they can be there for someone else. Time can provide the space needed for personal healing and growth. Whatever the reason, time has passed, and they're in a different place now. They've had the opportunity to reflect on their actions and understand the impact of their decisions. Time can bring clarity and a renewed sense of purpose. They've had a chance to miss you. Think about what went wrong and realize they made a mistake. This period of reflection can lead to genuine apologies and a desire to make amends. Time can mend broken relationships and open the door to new beginnings. In the end, time is a healer. It allows us to grow, to forgive, and to move forward. It teaches us that even the deepest wounds can heal, and that with patience and understanding, we can find peace and happiness once again. Section 6. Change of heart, growth, and new understanding. People change. It's a fact of life. What someone wants or needs at one point in their life may be completely different from what they want or need later on. Maybe the person who rejected you has undergone significant personal growth. They've learned from their mistakes, confronted their flaws, and developed a new understanding of themselves and what they want in a partner. They see you now with fresh eyes, recognizing qualities they may have overlooked or undervalued before. They're a different person, and they're hoping you might be willing to give them another chance. Section 7. Circumstances shift, life throws curveballs. Life is unpredictable. It throws curveballs when we least expect them. And sometimes these unexpected events can lead people back to us. Maybe they went through a breakup, experienced a loss, or encountered a challenge that made them realize the importance of connection. Suddenly, they're craving the comfort and familiarity you offered. They're not necessarily coming back because they're in love with you, but because they're seeking solace and support during a difficult time. They associate you with good times and positive emotions, and they're drawn to that familiarity. You're not alone. It happens to everyone. If someone has come back after rejecting you, know that you're not alone. It's a common experience, and it happens to people from all walks of life. Don't beat yourself up or think there's something wrong with you. Remember, rejection is a part of life. It's not always personal, and it doesn't mean you're not worthy of love and connection. Sometimes people come back and sometimes they don't. What matters most is how you handle the situation and what you choose to do next. So, they're back. Now what? This is where things get tricky. It's important to tread carefully and figure out your own feelings before making any decisions. Ask yourself some tough questions. Why do I think they've come back? What has changed? Do I still have feelings for them? Am I willing to give them another chance? Communication is key. Talk to them. Find out why they're back and what they're hoping for. Listen carefully to their explanation, but also pay attention to their actions. Once you've had a chance to process your emotions and understand their motivations, it's time to make a decision. Do you give them another chance, or do you move on? There's no right or wrong answer here. It depends on your individual circumstances and what feels right for you. If you decide to give them another chance, set clear boundaries and make sure they understand what you need from them. If you decide to move on, that's okay too. You deserve to be with someone who chooses you wholeheartedly without hesitation or second thoughts. Dealing with someone who's back after rejecting you can be confusing and emotionally draining. It's important to remember that you deserve healthy, fulfilling relationships. Want to learn more about building healthy connections and navigating the ups and downs of love? Stay tuned for our next video where we'll explore where girls really quiver when you do this.